time and time again, I'm incredibly underestimating the importance of consistency, because I kind of think, I'm gonna do work around the clock whenever it happens, um, and just push, push, push. Um, but without consistent operations around it, like consistent sleep time, consistent food intake, consistency across, if not the exact foods and meals, than food types against the times of day, what times on the ultradian cycle does the work, or what kinds of work fall onto, and if I don't regulate it, uh, it's very difficult to optimize things. I'm underestimating it time and time again. Uh, One reason for making this is to be able to get back to this and say, yeah, this is a big problem. Um, Also brought me a bunch of other places because I underestimate all of them. So if you do not have consistency, if I do not have consistency, it is impossible to optimize factors. So some of it has a great take on this. I basically agree. It's exactly if you can define the goal, the executive of the goal, and then you have after that basically a set of inputs and the current state, uh, and then it's just the question of maximizing for the probability of transition to the goal state, and it's practically impossible to optimize if multiple parameters are not fixed and are being iterated on, if because it just takes more time to track the relevance of each of the parameters. Variance just increases, and when the actual human time is spent, especially when the recording is done on a daily basis, it's just not sustainable. So, as many things as possible must be fixed. I must be waking up at exactly the same time, eating the same types of food at same times of the day. Very important too, because there's a thing such as ultradian cycles. The human has a whole episode on it, I think. Um, in short, it's just natural cycle of the body when uh, different tasks are meant to be done, different uh, types of productivity, not necessarily, but uh, okay, oversimplifying, you're most productive at certain points of the day and less productive at others, and there's a very predictable curve of how it will be happening, and the peak performance across different domains matches closely, except there's potentially difference in that's requiring creativity and just brute forcing and how much of each, um, which is just a bit more complicated in mind, but also is partially doable. But most importantly, you have you try about 90 minutes two times in a day. First is about 6 hours from the loss from a point, which is 2 hours before waking up, so about wake up plus 4 hours, and then the next one, it's different for different people. Uh, I have mine about 18:30 with stable wake up graphic, and then about like 80 minutes from there, and these are the points of peak mental capacity, just objectively from a biological perspective, and it makes sense to move the architectural decisions, move just considerations of what how it should be done, planning of this, solving the most crucial tasks, do these intervals. Like, imagine instead of doing that, I decide I'm hungry and go eat something. I would lose time to eating, especially right now. I don't have the thing optimized. It takes time to also prepare food, so say I lose 30 minutes on eating, then I lose another 30 on digesting because the productivity diminution is significant, especially if we're talking about the most difficult tasks. And then just the electronic cycle is gone, right? And it really changes the results, it changes their consistency, and this all could be removed if I fix all the variables we could possibly fix. And the effect of this especially became prominent with switch of the environment. Um, Very noticeable because I do not have all the processes in place, and the variance just picked up largely, and it became difficult to draw on data and optimize. And I see many ways in which I was lacking before, and how I can improve that. So I will take great care of building the stable process for both here and the other place which where I'm normally residing. Um, if I do that, the rest is going to be practically just solving the formula, just finding the correct set of parameters to increase probability of getting to the call. Uh, if I'm only choosing for one or two at a time and having the sample range being be sufficiently random or randomly adjusted, um, randomly smoothed. It's correct term. Anyways, if I have enough random inputs, large enough range, wide enough range, uh, I will find the correct configuration for uh, increasing chances of figuring out how to build a quant team. Uh, there is really no way around it. If I figure out how to really approach it fully from a mathematical standpoint, um, that's really pretty straightforward. Just time, patience, choosing long term, um, making long term decisions always, and from that, it's the question of optimization. Uh, Now that's theory. Now I need to implement it. So instead of continuing this, I will go think how I can do this.